What if I told you that everything you know about power and leadership is wrong? What if I told you that the secret to achieving success, wealth, and influence has been hiding in plain sight for over 500 years, and the man who wrote about it was feared, misunderstood, and still feared today, Niccolò Machiavelli? In today's video, I'll reveal the hidden secrets of Machiavelli's The Prince and how they can transform your life, whether you're in business, politics, or simply trying to influence the people around you. Stay tuned because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see power forever. Machiavelli wasn't just a philosopher. He was a strategist, a man who understood that power isn't about force or violence. It's about perception. It's about knowing how to play the game. That's why one of his most famous lines is, "It is better to be feared than loved." But why? In Machiavelli's world, fear is more reliable than love. Love is fickle, and people can easily forget their loyalty to you. But fear stays. If people fear you, they'll act in ways that benefit you. And that's the first lesson Machiavelli teaches in The Prince. This isn't just about being ruthless. It's about understanding the psychology of people. Think of it like this. When someone fears you, they respect you. And respect is the foundation of control. The next shocking idea from Machiavelli is his belief that the ends justify the means. Now, this is where things get controversial. Most of us are raised to think that how we get to our goals matters just as much as the result. Machiavelli says, no, if your goal is power, success, or survival, then it doesn't matter what methods you use, just get there. This is the reality of leadership. It's not always pretty, but it works. This doesn't mean to be immoral, but it does mean to be pragmatic. Think of a CEO making the decision to fire hundreds to save thousands. Is it brutal? Yes, but it's also effective. And in the world of power, effectiveness is everything. One of the most fascinating aspects of Machiavelli's teachings is the role of manipulation. It's not about lying or deceiving, at least not always. It's about influencing others in subtle ways, using emotions, expectations, and social dynamics to steer people in your direction. Machiavelli calls it appearances, the way you present yourself. In his eyes, a leader must appear virtuous even if they're not. Why? Because the perception of strength, kindness, or fairness can win you loyalty, and loyalty is power. This is where most leaders fail. They focus on what they want, but forget to manage how they're seen by others. Think about your own life, whether in the office or at school. How do you present yourself to get what you need? That's Machiavellian thinking at work. One of the most important lessons Machiavelli teaches is the importance of adaptability. Power is never static. It evolves, shifts, and sometimes crumbles. Machiavelli tells us, a wise ruler must adapt to circumstances as they change. This might be the most modern lesson of all. In today's world, whether it's the rise of a new tech company or the downfall of an old one, the ability to adapt is what keeps you at the top. Did our cut to modern business, moguls or political leaders who have adapted to massive changes. About timing, flexibility, and knowing when to adjust your tactics to hold on to what you've built. Machiavelli's Prince wasn't a static figure. He knew that to keep power, he had to evolve and be ready to move with the tides. Machiavelli's teachings weren't just for kings and generals. They're lessons for anyone who wants to make a mark on the world, for anyone who wants to understand how power truly works. And what you've just learned, it's just the tip of the iceberg. So, if you want to play the game of life and win, remember Machiavelli's core lesson. Power isn't about brute force or popularity. It's about strategy, perception, and knowing exactly when to act. How will you apply these principles to your own life? If you found these Machiavellian strategies eye-opening, then don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with someone who needs to understand the true nature of power. And subscribe for more deep dives into the world of leadership, strategy, and influence. Comment below with your thoughts. Do you agree with Machiavelli's ideas? Or do you think there's a better way? I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Remember, true power is knowing how to wield it.